Alfred.
I mean, he wasn't
No,
a
no,
bad
no,
man.
no,
He
no,
didn't-
no,
he
no,
didn't
no,
come
no,
into
no,
the
no.
room like,
Well,
well,
that's the
that's
son. Alfred was her
Who was it?
Alfred was Lily's brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Lou
little
was
one.
Lou.
Lou.
That's it. That's it.
Was he funny?
Fanny and
Was he funny? Was
Go on, I couldn't tell you. Oh, I'm getting better. Couldn't tell you.
Funny and funny.
I've had a piece of kite. I've gone. I told you we were laugh.
But they should have, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I didn't tell my darling brother was to put liqueur in it. Because I like alcohol in it. We always have alcohol, but we did not put it in. So when you said you didn't, I love
Stop
it.
it. Stop it.
Of course, take them away from me because I mean the whole thing.
You see, really, I would love a Florentine.
Well, I
but you
want
know
one.
what? I can tell you why. Because that's definitely
yes.
out will come my fillings. I've
Yes.
had it all before. Before you could say enough, I'm at the dentist.
And what are those?
They're so
What are those?
Florentine.
What are Florentines? That's it. Oh, it's the other way around.
They're just, and I daren't. I just
No, I know.
daren't.
No.
I mean, I don't. It's like I just daren't. Smell that cake. Whoa. It's so naughty. Well, Hooper.
Doesn't break.
No. Oh, well, I love surprises. That was great. Oh, God, I'm full.
It is a shame that one didn't do it all much earlier. Janet has a friend who works for Age Concern or Help the Aged.
Yes.
She goes round to elderly people with a tape,
I wanted to do that with Grandma, she wouldn't let me.
and Mummy wouldn't.
I wanted to record Grandma
Yes.
and she wouldn't let me.
No, Mummy wouldn't. either.
Shame.
And she said they don't like it at the beginning, but gradually she goes, visits them, and then gradually they get used to it and they start talking. Then she's got it for their family.
And also, it's history and their. Yes.
Well, my grandfather did a marvellous thing because he wrote a book. And Craig, I've got the translation, which I'd forgotten, and Craig heard. He was reading it on Monday, and it starts when he's like you, he remembered from when he was 3.
Oh, and he was a very interesting man.
Yes, he
very. This is somebody you looked and you listened to him, and it wasn't
Lovely
rubbish
man.
talk. He was
Translated from what?
Uncle Cyril's father. He was Old Man Cohen, we call him.
This is a bit of a problem because I thought the book was written in Yiddish. And he gave a book to everybody, and I don't know where mine is. Mummy had it translated into English by a rabbi for Daddy's birthday, and Daddy didn't take to it very much, and Mummy was most disappointed. He didn't want it, and Mummy decided that Daddy didn't like Grandpa very much. Well, Grandpa in his youth had been very strict with Daddy because his eldest son was a bit weak. And Daddy was the one that did everything, so Daddy was the one that got it.
Yes.
But
And he had sisters, Uncle Cyril had
yes,
sisters.
three,
Yes.
yes.
It was a big family.
And then, but he wrote this starting from when he was in Russia, and he wrote the whole thing, and until it was 1956 when they come back from America. It was fabulous to read, and all the different place, all the family in Russia, the aunts, the uncles, and this one owned his own house, so he was this, and he was going this on. It was beautiful, and that one. It was quite remarkable, and I was thinking I had to get on a train to go to where I've just come back from, in Devon, and I made a business. I've got to go first class, and phone up, and
I'd be
went
the
there
same.
stairs at Totnes, and I get and it was a real big palaver. The fact that I fell off the train, we got there, is another story.
You're
We'll go
a
into.
joke.
And then I'm reading this thing of Grandpa's. Yeah, right. I'm reading this thing of Grandpa's, and he's writing to say that there were 4 children and himself at the time, and 4 children including him, and their father couldn't make a living in this village that they were in, so they had to go to the mother's family in Hotzenplotz, and they had to do all their luggage and take all their possessions, and how they travelled, and their cart took them down to the station, and then they had their food.
It's that fiddler.
It was
It's the
Fiddler on
same
the Roof,
era. It
absolutely.
must have been, I'm sure.
Absolutely Fiddler on
I'm
the
sure,
Roof.
yes. It
And
was.
I'm thinking, here's me.
Yes.
Moaning about.
Well,
And then I've got 2 rooms, and I'm moaning I've got 2 rooms. Those 2 rooms took 7 children,
Oh, yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
parents,
yeah.
and the kitchen,
Yeah.
and the cooking, and
Oh, yes.
it's
Hard
a
for
real,
us to believe.
Sure.
yes, it is, and you've got to get your priorities.
Well,
Absolutely.
it's yeah.
But
you
we
still-
can't believe it's a part of our family because we're not. We can't imagine.
We never
a
had
fam-
that.
Exactly.
Well, I remember one of his sister's children, Aileen. She used to walk in. She went to America. She was in New York. She was a teacher or something, whatever. She used to walk down Harlem barefooted.
Oh.
And Auntie Ray, her grandmother, is it?
That's where she's got.
She's got to walk barefooted. Look how we worked, for she should have shoes.
Yeah. But
You know,
Auntie
it's-
always took her shoes off.
Oh, that's different. No, Aileen, I don't know why she was very peculiar.
Yeah.
But you know, not peculiar people. I think most probably
Well-
generally people are peculiar. I'm not, of course. But
Everybody else is peculiar. Particularly those outside our family.
absolutely. And Dennis. I must admit, I did have to be kept under control. Daniel was in charge of me not to say the wrong thing during the shift of the funeral. One time I really think I did, and I said, "Where are you, Daniel? You're supposed to be watching me."
What happened that you fell?
Oh, well, that was very brilliant.
Anyway, is it because it's so
When we're talking
high
about?
coming off
I'll
the train?
explain. I went to Paddington, and it
When?
passed
When are we talking
when
about?
I went down to Devon.
Well, recently, this last week.
Yeah, she's looking well on whatever happened, poor
Exactly.
girl.
Come on, tell us.
I don't know, it was so flowy.
Grandma's.
No, I don't think
That's
so.
Grandma.
That's not grandma's.
That's Grandma's writing.
Christmas.
This is?
Yeah, the top one is.
That
well,
one is, but
Oh no, it's a different.
No,
it's not
this-
the same. Well, it is, sort of.
The J is Grandma's.
that's
Yeah.
not her writing up that
Yeah,
way.
that certificate is.
No,
That C
no.
isn't.
No,
What isn't?
The C is a different
no,
C,
no,
Mummy.
that's not
Certificate.
grandma's. That's not grandma's.
The C on certificates.
Marriage
Mummy.
It's not the same.
Mummy.
That marriage is.
Mummy, look
That's
at
the
it.
marriage, yeah.
It's a different C.
Yeah.
Who would have written?
Unless she changed her
I certainly
handwriting.
think
She
that's
probably
the same
changed her
writing.
handwriting. as she
It
went
can
along.
happen.
It's
No,
the
my
same
mine can
writing.
still change.
It's the same.
I find I haven't got a flow at writing
This is
left-handed.
this
I've no
marriage.
flow at all.
1950, February,
But hers is very
That's
neat,
your
Jocelyn, and hers is
bridesmaid's dress
left-handed,
is
and so is
Somebody's
Abigail's.
Whose Katuba is that?
What the hell? Oh my God.
I think that's Grandma and Grandma.
And in those days, this was a lot of money.
Yeah.
50-something
What is it,
years.
Mummy?
A
This
lot
was-
of
I
money.
think this
We
was-
went to the
this was
best.
My,
Sloane Street.
my what do you
Muriel
call it?
Martin.
Dowry. That's when
She
Grandma
was the
had
one
things
you
made.
went to for your dresses to be made. Oh yeah, you were.
£95.
Oh yes.
£95.
Oh, it was. And Grandma said, "You're going to have the best, and we'll tell
Beads and
Grandpa afterwards." Oh yes.
Then I've still got a slip, a pair of cami knickers, and a bed jacket.
Oh,
It's in there, isn't it? Mine is.
We went to.
Well, I went
I
to
know.
White House.
She used to make the most beautiful hand made. Oh, they're beautiful stuff. But oh,
I
God.
think that's like yours. Miss
£9.
Wise bridesmaid, Miss Wise.
£4.04. My gosh, you spent a bit of money. White nail and half slip
February
with lace,
53 must be you.
Well, I
You
remember
and
how much
Martin,
probably Mummy would
Carolyn,
from Grandpa
Shirley.
every Saturday. Do you remember?
Mrs.
Two
Wise,
and six.
the bride, muslin,
Half
brooch,
crown.
don't post.
Can't remember.
Miss
Suzette
Wise,
Nick- Suzette.
embroidered 10 hours.
Suzette
This isn't to do with us. This is too old. Is it?
Yeah, so look at the date. It's your birthday for your wedding.
Don't post.
Georgette.
That's
I don't know where
calling.
Suzette comes in. Georgette.
February the 12th. Oh, it was after. Look at this.
Beads and
no.
sundries.
That was
Sundries.
all
Sundries.
That was,
Sundries.
that
That's supposed
should
to be
be
sundries,
That
yeah.
was-
Sundries.
Right, now what are we looking at?
I don't know.
You've seen the red one, haven't you?
Yeah, this one's that's one.
Where's it?
I don't know if that's
Customer
got things
collective.
in it.
Customer.
This might be I think Jocelyn's baby
Collection.
here. Jocelyn.
Pat, I know it's nothing to do with me, and don't get upset what I'm going to say. It's all right. It's just something Auntie always said to me.
Yes.
The rolling pin, which was her mother's, Auntie's. Don't let it go out the fan. I'm sure it's in the kitchen now, isn't it?
It
Blame that to me.
it went. She couldn't use it anymore. I'm going back.
Ah,
It was
this
the
can happen.
handle went.
I should think
out.
the wood must. But for years she always said to me, I wanted to come right through with me. With me, don't let it go. I'm sure you
I
may be
could
right.
be wrong.
Because wood
I can't
goes.
believe it myself.
She
Try
had
it
it
when it's
She
wet.
had it even in this. I will have a look. There is one in
But
there.
if there is, and it's old, and
Yes.
just I don't know, just
Don't
let
keep it.
go. Yes, it was just Auntie, and she said it was my mother, and she used to use it. But I thought, how can it last?
The ball bearings.
That's it. I'm
went in.
sure. I'm
the
sure
handle
you're
came
right.
off.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
That's the one. Yes, I've got that one.
You've got that one.
Does anybody want a copy of that one?
What on earth have you got? Oh, look at this.
That was
Look-
Michael's wedding.
Look at, oh
'Cause
yes,
you were
and that
looking
was
after
that.
Di.
Yes, I remember. I'm feeding him there.
Yeah.
That was it. That
Oh,
was
that is.
lovely. That was lovely.
That's the one.
That was lovely. That was a lovely day. Mm. Look at this.
I think I was confirmation
Oh,
on this.
Who's that?
God.
Who's that? Oh, it's Uncle Jack.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
And that's Carolyn.
Yeah.
Didn't recognise you, Carolyn.
Gosh.
Well, these are
Have you
Wow.
seen these? Have you seen?
I know the
this
photos.
is, I think this is
Justin,
Uncle
have you
Jack's.
seen?
No. That's Michael's wedding.
That's a lovely one of you, Jean.
That looks like
Well,
That
it's
was
Uncle
at,
Percy.
Yeah.
He's a brick, wasn't he?
He was very
How's Neil
beautiful.
doing?
He's fine.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he's fine.
fine.
He's doing well.
Handsome man.
Sorry, who's that? Do you know?
Lovely.
I think it's Roy, what's his name, Filer, Henry Filer.
Who's got a willow tree beside us in Crooked Usage? We have a
Is
willow
that
tree.
George? No, it's you.
We've got there.
Is that George? It's you.
It's Uncle Percy. Auntie's your mother.
That's my
You.
Yes, it's me.
Your mother
That's
in
Guy,
law.
isn't it? It's Guy. Oh, that's
This
Guy.
is, yeah, this is at,
Auntie?
There's lots of these I haven't got, I don't
I
think.
think our first house,
Ah.
got to be.
God knows where that is. No idea.
I've still got these bricks. Yeah, I've done a memory box,
No, that's
Yes, I
Auntie.
know what, yes,
and I've got some of
yes,
those bricks in the memory box.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've got my shawl from you too.
Yeah.
Well, very
Nice.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
yellow with
Yeah,
age,
it's
but it's
a
like,
My father,
It's
We
just
all have
like-
memory. It's not
my
the same
father's
memory
family.
shawl.
Your
I've got
father's
one.
No, no,
which-
no,
yeah.
yeah.
She
but I've
did. That's
kept
all
them.
she did.
Yes, but I've
Each
kept
of
them.
you.
I
Oh,
think, I
yes.
don't know, that's in a wedding or something.
Lovely first.
It's nothing to
I
do with
remember
this,
seeing
Rose.
it.
So where's
No,
your
no, no.
memory
It's
box?
upstairs in the
I don't think so. Carolyn,
No,
okay.
1990.
Yeah.
1984.
Where's that?
94,
It's
94.
your
That's our
house.
house.
Yes,
Yes.
just by the furniture.
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
I think that's 80.
84.
Grandma on the floor.
Yeah, 1994 is not that long ago, is it?
No, it's 94s, 2004, 4 from 9 is...
That's 14 years.
This is Wimbledon.
I think, I don't know.
This is Hendon.
I can't work this
Yeah.
one out.
If it was 84, it's 24 years.
Do you know what that is?
Oh, that's
A wedding. Or something. Nothing to do with us. We're not there.
that's the Stamford Hill lot, isn't
That's
it?
what I thought.
Stamford Hill.
Excuse
Nothing
me.
to do with
Could be
us.
any of them. It could be any
Oh,
of them.
you can
Lubavitch.
see it's the Lubavitch.
Yes, I know. It could be the Shiva, it could be any of them.
It's
So,
Oh
what's her
my
name's,
God. it's to do with Selena and Joseph.
Yes.
We do.
It's not that long ago. 1984.
94.
84, I think that is.
It's an 8.
It is,
84.
It's got a hand.
And that's the one that wedding.
Really?
So I said to
Really?
Daddy, because it's his niece, I'm not going, we're not going, we've had it. It was July. What?
It's the most boring
The
wedding
rain
I've
was
ever
coming
been to. It was
down.
so depressing, I can't tell
We
you.
didn't go.
Janet and Charlotte.
Who is it?
That's in Israel, I think. No.
No, this is at Hendon, that one.
Oh, yes, so it is.
What's that?
Janet and
Yes, well, that was
Charlotte.
after Janet came to be in Israel. And that's how she looked. As Mummy, she came back from Mummy's golden wedding. That's exactly how she looked. Everyone, she looked like she'd just come out of Belsen. She hated it there. She really
Hated
did.
what?
Being
When
in
she-
Israel.
Being in Israel, she hated it
Oh,
there.
Janet.
Mm.
How long was she there?
Well, he decided he had to go there for a year, didn't he?
Oh, this was.
It was a very nice flat, and his parents were wonderful to
I
him.
can't.
I don't remember
No,
living
no,
there.
no.
She
You
was
remember
a
Carolyn?
Sorry.
I don't know if Carolyn.
That's
Carolyn,
Georgie.
no, she was there.
I like the glasses.
Yeah.
Did
It
you
is
know
Georgie.
that Janet was in Israel?
Yes.
Oh, you did.
But she was in Jerusalem, and at that point, Jerusalem and Tel Aviv was like living at the other end of the world.
Yes.
We weren't, you know,
Yeah.
nobody was
But she
able
was very unhappy there.
to. She was very lonely. She was very
Well,
lonely.
she didn't need to be, but she really had the hump because she didn't want to be there. She wanted to be in her own home with a lovely home, and she didn't want to be. And he was
Well, fair
he
enough.
was completely manic there. I was impossible. Impossible.
Not an easy man.
Well, Auntie, I have to bring these little not anecdotes that, Auntie did chit-chat, and she said, when Janet first got married, Uncle Cyril, your father, turned to Auntie and said, don't be surprised you should be on the doorstep with a suitcase. Janet. It was sad.
No, we knew that when Mummy went there after the wedding.
That's Nigel.
She went there.
I think that's Mummy with the hat.
She took the first year of the
She was
wedding
very,
cake and photographs
keen
of the
at
wedding
Yes.
event. That
Daddy.
because she was making a little
Janet.
function in their flat for him and his
Is it?
people in where are they, Boston? You know, for the university and that. And she got the photograph, and then he walks in, he says, no photographs are allowed here.
Who said that?
No photographs at all.
Elephant pads.
Oh no, first of all she served him as breakfast, and she gives him breakfast, so he said, that's not my dish. She said, I said, I beg your pardon. She said, no, that's not my dish. She said, well, it's too bad. You're just talking to the right one. He didn't know, Mummy, did he? It's not his dish. She said, well, either find your own dish.
Well, while they were engaged, Auntie said to me that Janet phoned him, Bernard, when he was in America, and she was still here. They were engaged, and she, when she phoned Janet, he was boiling an egg to eat, and he said it's a bit of an inconvenient time
Oh, he would
to
do.
speak.
Yes, he would.
And Auntie thought, but she didn't say.
Don't give me any of that, Shirley, because this was all Mummy's fault, and they were all very proud of the fact of who he was and his family. And I said to Mummy she should live with him for the first 6 months and then get married.
Even longer.
Absolutely out of the question, because then she won't get married.
Oh.
He would not have her because she was so difficult. I said, well, you're in for trouble.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
anyway.
yes, yes.
But he was lovely. He was a wonderful person to go out with without
I
Janet.
didn't know him.
Oh, he was absolutely charming. He's
Yes.
a very nice guy.
Yes, yes.
Very clever man.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Pleasure to talk to.
Yes,
He
yes.
put you on another plane when you were talking.
Yes, yes. Well, that.
But that's when Janet wasn't there. But as soon as Janet was in the dog boom. Or
Why?
people.
What was it? What was it?
People and people.
Clash
Any-
of personalities.
no, it wasn't. It was people. If there was a more than himself and one other, he would be very contrary. He would want to cause what's the word? Controversy.
Yes, yes,
He
yes.
had to say something that would set somebody else up.
Yeah.
Oh, we had murders when I went to Israel. I went to Israel 3 times while she was there because she was having so much trouble.
Oh, I see.
And that's when her mother didn't talk to me because she made an evening Janet for 12 of them. I was sitting there and Bernard was appalling before they came, and he wouldn't ask people if they wanted drinks or anything. We're going on, and suddenly I got up and went and Janet said, get him in here, I want him to serve the drinks. And his mother came out and she said, why can't the children be like Celia and Steve, which was her daughter? I said, because your son needs very strong psychiatric treatment. I couldn't help myself. It just came out.
I'm sure.
I was so upset with him because he started with Charlotte. I didn't care he started with Janet. He started with Charlotte and she made her cry. And that, you don't do that in front of me.
No.
If the parents weren't there, I think I would have hit him. I know I would have hit him.
No, we can't have bodily grievance or whatever they call it. GBH should have had my granddaughter.
Can we change the subject? Yes, is this all written down? Is this all written down? Because
Still written down.
no, I don't want to have that. You've
Yeah,
got to
it's
scrap
scrap
that.
it,
You have to scrap it.
No,
You've
it's
got that, haven't you? Then?
No.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Who is it?
Well, you can
Abigail
have
and
it.
Sophie.
Do you want it?
Would
Can
you
I
like
get it? Can I
it?
take it? Oh yeah, no, I've got that one.
If that one she's got, you've got in the
That's a
lounge. Yes,
beautiful
yes,
one,
yes. Yes,
Looks
yes,
like Shirley
yes,
there.
Jocelyn.
I've got that
That
one
was
in the
that's
lounge.
lovely.
A bigger.
Oh, that would be
full of
lasting.
face. That is the most adorable picture.
It is, yeah.
I think that was taken in France, south of France.
That
That me on my bike.
Yes. With the balaclava.
Oh,
on your
I
head.
kept that for you.
Oh.
That picture you wanted. I've written it. I've went there.
With Grandma and Pat.
Did you see it,
I've got it, I've got
yes.
Shirley? 1970.
They came-
19,
they
it's
came
a
to
date on
Israel.
the back.
Janet came to Israel with
Yes,
Hilda,
Yes. She
As
loved
a
she had a
surprise.
lovely time.
but it was a surprise
Where's
for me.
this
letter?
I didn't know
That's what
Grandma
I
was
was
coming.
That Grandma
I knew
said,
Janet
"You've
was
got to
coming,
look
and I went to
after
the
her."
airport to collect Janice and Hilda.
Oh.
Grandma was
Oh,
there.
all right.
Janet
So there's
enjoyed
more to
herself
open.
with
There's
Isley.
more to
She
see.
really did.
No, not a lot. I kept that. I separated it
I
for
think who
you.
that is.
That picture
Good.
that you wanted to. It went over. Do you remember I told you?
In Wendover.
I said that we're all together.
I've seen
in
it.
Wendover.
We've seen it.
Oh, you've seen
Yes,
it
yes,
here?
yes,
Yeah.
we have. That, yes.
Did you show? Did
No.
Shirley show it? Did you? Where did you see it? I kept it apart for you.
No, no, Carolyn showed it to me. It's there somewhere.
I know it's here somewhere.
We've seen it.
I
Oh,
thought
maybe
you-
Pat was
you
there,
had
right
showed
in the
it up.
front. But it was loose, I think.
No, it wasn't. Was it?
How old was
Yeah.
it?
27 and 24.
I think it might have been in here somewhere.
Is that sunshine? How lovely.
Leo.
Yes. Oh, we've got that. I've got it as well.
Yeah.
Jean had that one, and I've got that in the lounge. This is lovely of Michael. Oh, what a cherub. He hasn't really changed. No, I'm not joking.
Poor chap.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Grandma's 80th.
It's another Sherrod's
Oh
cake.
my God, another lovely show.
Another Sherrod's cake on 80. Isn't that remarkable?
I do sometimes when I look in the mirror see Grandma.
Isn't that remarkable? No, you look more like my mother than Auntie Hilda. I really do.
I can see, sometimes
There
I
must
just
be a
have-
similarity, yes.
But it's nice to know.
Yes.
It's a compliment.
I'm annoyed I can't find that photograph.
Yeah,
Oh, my
there's
hair
something's
looks
been
nice
cut
there.
out.
Look at
They were saying.
I don't know about that.
Well, she looks all right here, Grandma. And my hands are just the same now as Grandma's.
What, the brown?
Oh, mine are worse. And this was when I was about 30,
You haven't
35.
got big
starting
lumps
then.
like
I'm
that,
starting.
have you?
Yeah, we're all
Um,
starting.
You haven't. Is it makeup that's
What is
hiding
it?
your face? Because
I
I get
haven't
so
got
much on my
that. I
face.
haven't
Pigmentation.
got that.
I
I've
don't know
got
if someone
one,
for
but
years
not
because
as
of that.
big.
What?
I think somewhere around here.
I've got a lot more come up on
What?
my
Grandma
face.
had a
Oh,
very
I've
bad
got
one.
them all
No,
up
it's
You've got the
now.
brown
Lumps.
bumps. No, the brown.
Oh, the brown.
Was that hand
Here we are.
stitches?
Sorry, you were saying, Carolyn, was it?
In Wendover.
Wait a minute, this is here, isn't it?
This is lovely.
This is Grandma's party here.
Percy Street.
It's here.
Yes,
Yes,
because
it
of
was
the,
here. It
Yeah.
was here.
Yeah.
Really? Mummy?
Yeah.
Auntie
Oh, yeah, but they're
Sadie?
just the
My
same
gosh.
hands as Grandma. That's from the sun.
Aunt Suzanne. You?
Oh, that's funny.
Shirley,
We should
you're
see
there.
that. I'm
Yes.
very
Wow.
It's lovely.
Wow.
And I found that photo. The one in Wendover.
That's right. Pat is at the right front.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that being taken.
Oh, for God's sake, you made me sick.
I remember it because we used to visit
Oh, it was in the war. You were
He
you
was
were
so
very
little.
young.
Excuse me, she's remembering at that age of that I was before. You're remembering when you were about 3, aren't you?
Yes, it's
How
just
old
there.
would you be there? More than 3.
Yes.
Oh no, you were about
5, I should think.
4 or 5.
Which
Five.
photograph
all
is
the
that?
four
Let's
of
see.
We didn't have much to do.
Oh,
We
this one.
really didn't see a lot of you, Pat, really, at that age.
Well,
Because you were
that was my
living
most
together.
traumatic time. The first time I went to school and I was reading, somebody was talking about Aylesbury
yes,
and
yeah,
everything we
that's
were
one.
reading when I was away.
Well, there you are, you're remembering.
And I was in, I remember the headmistress, Mrs. Cheemers, they
That's
called
it.
it Chimney.
Well, yeah.
Did you go to
No, but you're remembering.
Where are
things.
you talking about? Where Aylesbury?
Well, in Wendover,
Yeah.
I had to go to school for the first time, and Mother took me and went into the class, and I spent the whole day outside the door crying my eyes out.
I believe it, yeah.
When I got back, Mummy came and picked me up, and I cried all the way back in the bus, and my daddy will not let me go there ever again. And my daddy told me that I had to go back again, and that was the end of my daddy for quite some time. No, whenever it was my daddy won't let me do this, and my daddy won't let me do that.
Sweet.
Poor me, poor me.
Yes.
And then I used to be ill an awful lot. Did you?
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
lived in Chorley Wood, didn't
Yes,
you?
yes.
No, that was before. That was after that. We were, yeah,
No, we lived at Chorley
Well,
Wood.
you,
Yes,
you
we
never
went-
lived in Percy
Yeah.
Street. You
No,
lived in
no,
Chorley
we
Wood.
went on a train
And
up to
your
Windover.
mother
Yeah.
made me eat spinach one day.
That did it.
Yes, I went there one day. and
What's my mother?
Your mother. She made spinach, and I don't eat spinach.
Do you still not eat
Yes, I
spinach?
love spinach.
Full of harm. Yes, I know.
And she went, made me eat spinach, and I said, but I don't eat spinach. Well, she's cooked spinach.
She used to make us
Did you
sit
eat
there
it?
until we get
Probably.
eaten. Oh, she did definitely, yeah, because that was prunes. Prunes and cream. And I used to sit, you'll sit there till
delicious.
you've eaten it.
Prunes and cream, delicious.
Oh yeah, absolutely now, it's delicious. And I can still remember when I eat a prune for my breakfast, that you'll sit there until you do.
So funny.
And that was it.
How
But
we
I
suffered.
wasn't in awe of Grandma, but wait till your father hears. It was my father.
Oh, he
What's he going to say? I used to get hits and smacks all day long, and I used to keep banging on it to keep them red, so I could show Daddy what she'd done to me. I was banging and crashing and keeping them red, and of course it didn't wash. He said, "I expect you deserved it," and that was that. Oh, I was a devil.
I can remember once saying to Mummy that I had an exam at school and saying that I had a toothache. So I couldn't go to school. So she whisked me off to the dentist. The dentist takes out a filling and puts it in again.
I don't know any of this.
Would you like to know when we were, again I'm about Jean's maybe just 7, 8, around that era before the war. We both had shared a bedroom. My bed's at one side and Jean's is the other. And Grandma would come in the morning, come on, get up, you've got to get dressed, get ready for school. And that day was Jim. And Jean
Oh,
used
no,
to
I don't like
stand on her
you
bed
had to
and jump up and down, screaming and crying. I am not going. She still can't run and hates Jim.
Absolutely.
And she
Oh,
jumped
no.
up and down in horror. I would say, you've got to go to, I am not the tears are rolling down. Because I adored Jim and games.
Oh,
To me, that was my lesson. It was beautiful. She hated it.
I hate
And as for Jim,
those
generally
bloody
at school,
Navy-
when we're going
Navy-
over
I
this,
could never do
Jean,
this.
I
think?
horse.
Oh, forget it. And those bars. Go
Oh,
On the road?
no, forget that.
That was
Hell.
I
It was
jumped.
hell.
The left-handed people sometimes use the other leg to get over. There would be 2 groups of girls. She was standing back.
I couldn't do it. It's
She
not
No, I
right.
couldn't do it.
Because
That's
she's got
not
no.
right.
She can't help it. She had no spring in her.
I couldn't do it.
You needed spring to
I
get
should
over.
try so hard.
Oh, I can still see her today. But not to. I'm not going dear.
Oh,
And
it's
then there was
terrible.
one afternoon, again before the war, with 7, 8, that year. We're collecting ladybirds in the garden. Me, I find ladybirds on the rose bushes, on the leaves. She is screaming sky high. She can't find a ladybird. Grandma took a photo of it.
There was a photograph of where it is.
But she, in anger, when she saw the photo, tore it off. She tore it. She did. She tore her face off of this photo, so it's disappeared. She can't find a ladybird. She's crying her eyes out.
Really terrible.
But she was the church of the family because she was a good child.
That was a Cricklewood Lane.
Yeah, but she was good. Yeah, she was good. There was no trouble from her. Oh,
I forgot
dear.
You made up for it then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only thinking of Cheney Wall.
No, we slipped change.
But we were always up at Auntie Sadie's house playing there, Jean and I, because quite honestly, unbeknown at the time, it was a happier home. We were always there. We stayed for tea in the afternoons, and they had a swing. We didn't have a swing. We had one, I mean, it was just one of those things. We had a double twin pram, didn't have one each.
Whose
I did one with
whose door was facing?
mine. And who pushed out first? Because we used to go with the maid to the park in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Golden, I'm pushing for that Jeep.
Oh God, we suffer.
But we didn't. My grandma said, you weren't hard done by.
It's all very subjective.
Oh, dear God. But you can't help how you're made. Jean to this day hadn't got spring in her. But she's got the marbles with figures. And I was hopeless and still am at figures. But Jean will go with simple, you know. You see, it just
That's
shows
how you
you.
are, but,
Exactly.
That was
Exactly.
poetry for me.
Oh, dear God.
Jim did
Oh,
that.
that's it. No, this letter that Mummy wrote or used to. Oh, all right. Okay, good.
Have we seen those?
We must.
There's nothing much. I've sure seen
We
it.
haven't
We
seen
should
any
all be
loose
good
ones
to
in
one
the
another.
family. You only saw my loose
Well, I
ones.
don't think there's anything else.
I'm just going that's not Michael.
I was expecting
I hope this
loads of
isn't
loose
boring
ones.
for you,
No.
Michael.
I
Honest to
thought
God.
Auntie
Well,
Hilda.
where's
No, Auntie Hilda had a whole big box of photos which she wouldn't let anybody touch. She was the one that had all the photos of the family. What I
But
had-
these are the photos
Oh, so you
that
had-
she's put a lot in it as a
albums.
scrapbook.
I thought there was a box as well.
There
Box
was a
of photographs
box.
upstairs, but whether it's of the you, I thought it was our own, our old family.
That she did have a box.
Michael,
Is there
do you
a
fancy
box?
going in that?
If there's a box,
It's a
It's
whole.
a brown box, isn't it? 'Cause I
Right.
said